I'm going to do something that you're not supposed to do on the internet. I'm going to talk about this number of views and watch hours. Because if you look at this, you probably have one of two reactions, both of which are reasonable, both of which I might have if I looked at these same numbers. One, which I think is the more general reaction, is okay, you'll get there someday if you keep up the hard work. You're going to get there, or some variation therein. The second is, I would do awful, terrible, illegal at least things to get those sorts of numbers on my work. Because I've been there. I have been trying to make things on the internet for a long time, right around 15 years, and I have never had these sorts of numbers on something that I've made. And it is a deeply frustrating thing to go through. I don't think that we're supposed to talk about it, by which I mean, societally, there is an impulse that makes me feel like I'm not supposed to talk about it, and I don't know why. I kind of do. I kind of understand that talking about this feels like whining, and nobody likes to listen to whining as a rule. But on the other hand, so many people are going through this feeling of, I can't crack double digits on people looking at my work, and I want to talk about it, but I feel like if I talk about it, I'm going to push more people away. And so I'm trying it. I'm going to risk what little audience I've gained from making my little dropout videos by talking about it. Because if I don't do it now, I'm never going to. And so what I've done over the past week, almost to the hour as I record this, is I have seen two things on the Dropout platform that have made me say, that needs to be a video. Not that could be a video. Not it would be fun if I made that video. No, this needs to be a video. And that turned out surprisingly well for me. There was very little planning for either one. Both of them were made in about an hour before I started a stream over on Twitch. Link down below, because if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And I sent them out into the world, and the algorithm said, yes, you may approach, and sent them buzzing around. And I am deeply grateful for that. And I have no idea how to make it happen again, except that there is an impulse in me to say, keep making dropout videos. That's going to keep people coming in. The problem is, I don't know what else to make a dropout video about. I have a big long-term one that I've been thinking about for a while, but that would take too long. And then I have like bad ideas, like Lou mentioned in the last episode of Fantasy High Junior Year, instead of gold pieces, he said dollars. So that means that actually this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. This is what comes into your brain when you have a little taste of success and you say, if I make another video, that number will keep going up, and that will make me feel good, and maybe eventually I'll get money from it, which will also make me feel good, because we need currency to survive in our current capitalist system. But it would be a bad video, and I don't want you to have to watch it because I don't want to watch it. And so we circle back around. What am I trying to say? When you make something with your heart, there is no guarantee whether or not it will succeed. That much is obvious through observation anywhere you look. You can look on your Tumblrs or your YouTubes and see thousands of people pouring their heart into some fan art or some writing or a video, and it has 2 notes or 7 views. And that's not in and of itself a bad thing. That is a neutral thing. That is going to happen. We cannot all give our attention to everything. There will be some that rise up and some that do not, that lay fallow. But there's this impulse that says, suck it up. And I don't think there should be. I think people should be allowed to say, hey, it sucks that I made this thing and like nobody saw it. And I think part of the hesitancy in that comes from not wanting to feel like a burden to others or not wanting to be cut off by others. And if I have gained any sort of platform from these videos, I want to say this, that if someone makes a thing, they are allowed to say, hey, it sucks that this didn't get the audience I wanted for it. And that if you are a friend of this person, that your response is, hell yeah, it does suck. I'm sorry that happened. Nothing further needed. Because the danger is twofold in my mind when I want to complain about this. One is that the people who are listening to me will say, shut up, everyone has it rough. You're not special just because things were hard for you, which is true, but is a true thing said at the wrong time. And the other fear is that that will make the listener then say, oh, you know what? You're so right. Please let me help you and spread the word. And that's appreciated, but it then makes the person who made the thing feel like a burden, which they also don't want. They just want to complain that the thing they made isn't getting the attention that they want and that sucks. And I just want us to be able to say that. To be able to say when things suck. Is that okay? I literally don't know because I've always been too scared to ask. And I'm doing it now, and I'm putting it on YouTube. This probably won't hit the numbers of the other videos, but that's okay. I wouldn't complain if this one doesn't get more than 2 views. I just had to put it up because this is the one that was rattling around inside my heart, looking to escape into the camera. And I hope that's all right. And I hope that if there's another thing on Dropout that's real good, that you'll be there when I make a video about it. Does this make any sense?